welcome to the Brahmastra's first episode of podcast. Here we are going to discuss about what is what and how it is done in terms of aerospace, in terms of aeronautics, and how the Indian aerospace industry works, and how the aerospace uh, engineers work, and how people are not getting into the aerospace industry, and why people need to be educated in order to guide them to the right place. So it is me, Subhash, founder and CEO of Brahmastra Aerospace, and with me, Nikhil, who is design engineer in Brahmastra. We are going to have a conversation about the Indian aerospace industry and its forecast for the next 5 years, and what are all the streams available there, what are all the scopes for it, what people think, and what it is actually. Let us discuss about it, right? And I welcome Nikhil for this show. Hi, Nikhil.
Hey Subhash, I'm very honored to be in this platform. So, anyways, let's begin with it. And by the way, I must introduce myself that I am an aeronautical enthusiast. So, when it comes to aeronautical, I know about what kind of aircrafts are there, what makes an aircraft like, and what are all the types of engines. So, these are all the technical aspect of it, which I know. But these days, I am seeing a lot of news based on space where currently we all know how ISRO is booming up with different sort of satellites, rockets which have been launching to space. But the whole point is, what is aerospace? So what is aerospace according to you, Subhash?
So, aerospace is aerospace. Aerospace is aerospace, like just for the joke perspective. And aerospace industry is just the creating the art of making the aircraft. And people think, what is there in India? Is Airbus is made in India? Is Boeing is made in India? Right. If I'm doing an bachelor's in India in terms of aerospace, I'll be working in HL. I'll be working in DRDO. I'll be working in NL. Right. I'll be working in ISRO. I'll be working in DRDL. Right. So, or else the subcategories of all these companies. Right. So this is what people think. Is there the things are there beyond these companies? Yes, there are a lot more, right? And it is not only about the government organizations. It's about private organizations. So there are lots and lots of private organizations. These private organizations are the backup of the governmental organizations and the Indian aerospace and the defense. And majorly, not only the defense sector, in terms of aero sector, let us say the major aircraft manufacturing companies of the world, let us say Boeing, Airbus, Embraer, Collins Aerospace, UH, all these companies are there in India, right? They have the hubs here. Like, man, Boeing is in Chennai, Collins is in Bangalore, right? And there is many other hubs in Hyderabad. Most of the ISRO's parts that has been sent to the Chandrayaan are manufactured from Coimbatore and Bangalore, right? In Bangalore, I can say Bangalore is the aerospace manufacturing hub of India, and nobody knows it. Devanili is the hub, and nobody knows it, man. And people think that if I do bachelor's in aerospace engineering, people think that, acha, I will be working in ISRO. Acha, I will be working in DRDO. No, it is not like that. And people think that I have studied aerospace engineering or aeronautical engineering, and they think that my work is to work in an airport. Right? Man, you have studied aerospace engineering, right? Your work is not to work in an airport. I see people work in airport as a ground staff, the ground engineer, not even ground engineer. They tell it as ground engineer. They work as a ground staff, right? They help the passengers. They help the cargo to be letting in. I'm not saying the job, but what they have studied and what they are working is completely different, right? They can be the ATC people, they can be the MRO people, but they have chosen the different path, right?
That's true.
Like there are many job streams are available in India. Like it's not like I've studied aerospace and that's the thing. Yes, Nikhil.
So next thing I want to know this, like what and all you have said, that's actually quite eye-opening. But when it comes to scope of it, when it comes to scope of aerospace, either in the world or especially in India, so what do you think of it?
See, let me tell you. Basically, if you see the whole history of the aerospace industry of the past 5 to 10 years,
Okay.
the policies have changed to make India as the aerospace hub of the world. You take national aerospace policy, which has happened in 2016 or 17, I guess, right? And the National Aerospace Policy 2022, right? Both opened many gates for the private players. Both opened many gates for the private players. And this private players made big things. Like, let us say, there is two major orders that has been ordered by the Indian aviation sector. One is from Interglobe Aviation, one is from Tata Aviation. One is like Indigo, absolutely, and one other one is Air India. They have ordered hundreds and hundreds of aircrafts for the past 2 years. So some is from Boeing and some is from Airbus.
That's amazing.
Right. Do you know all these manufacturing parts manufacturing comes directly to India?
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, that's great.
That directly comes back to you. Right. People started to procure things. Like we have placed the order. They started to procure things, right? For the next 10 years. We have the plenty of works are there for the next 10 years, right? And what we think and what we are executing and what is expecting to be coming are completely in a different angles. It has to be merged up on a single lane so that everyone gets everything.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, coming to the point of this, like I understood like how it works and what is what, but like let's suppose I'm an aerospace engineer and I have graduated. So I don't know what aerospace is because if I want to join a job and I don't know what kind of fields are there. Like the thing is, if I am into designing and there are other fields like when it comes to tech and other sectors are based on manufacturing. So can you please classify what are all the types of job streams available so that I can get to know more of it? Because since I am a graduate, I have no idea. The thing is, when I come out from a university, I just know either I have to do masters or either I must join a job. So if I am supposed to join a job, then I'm totally confused because I just know the subjects what I studied, but I don't know what kind of job positions are available. But most importantly is the types of streams. Like I am totally clueless. So can you please help me like clarify this doubt?
So basically, after bachelor's,
Okay.
what I see from the people, because I am personally teaching the aerospace students for the past 7 years, I could say,
Oh, that's great, man. 7 years.
Before Brahmastra and after Brahmastra. Before that, I was tutoring for my classmates, juniors, seniors, sometimes my professors too.
Oh, that's nice.
Right.
You're the person who might everyone might need at last moment.
I can say that's why I chose the name as Brahmastra. Right. When everything goes left,
Yeah.
go Brahmastra. Right. And what I've seen, like in my experience, like I don't think that I'm a 50, 60 age guy who says in my experience, no. Right. In my 7 years of experience that I could say, I've seen more people and their career paths. Right. People took masters. People took masters in abroad. People took aviation sector. People took the MRO sector. People took the design sector. People took the analysis and the manufacturing sector. Right. Here, why I said manufacturing sector at the least is nobody is touching that cake. Man, that cake is the tastiest cake ever. And nobody is touching it. And people are touching the less taste cakes. is example aviation. I'm not saying that aviation is bad, but aviation is bad for the aerospace engineers, man. You are designed to design the aircraft, not to repair the aircrafts. Of course, yes, repair the aircraft, that is a different perspective, right? It is completely a different example that I could say. Uh, the difference between Ashok Leyland and bus operator. Ashok Leyland is not bus operator. No mechanical engineer works in Ashok Leyland would go for a bus operator work.
Mm-hmm.
Right? People have to think that. People think that seeing the aircraft in a daily life is everything. Right?
True. Including me. Yes.
Yes, like it is not like that.
Mm-hmm.
You are making the aircraft from the back end.
Mm-hmm.
And people think that after finishing the bachelor's, acha, I'm going to create the whole aircraft. No, Baba, no. You're going to work along with the people in order to make one part of one aircraft, one part of one aircraft part, so that it can be helpful to the aircraft systems.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Let me tell you, aircraft is the safest means of transport in the whole world.
Oh, how is it?
If 1 million 1 million takeoffs are happening,
Mm-hmm.
I could say less than 10 accidents will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say when is the last accident happened with the aircraft in India?
Okay, that's I don't remember. The thing is, yes, yeah, I agree with your point. I agree with your point because, like, as far as I remember, like, it's been years and years ago, or probably decades ago.
It is because of the strict rules that we follow. It is because of the strict rules that we follow, given by the Federal Aviation Authority and the DGCA, right? We have to go for the A check, B check, D check, C check, and every weekly check and monthly check, and it's a tough check. Sometimes checkmate, right? So that everyone makes sure the aircraft is fit to fly, right? For that, do you hire a fresher to, acha, come on, beta, you have done your Bachelor of Aerospace Engineering, take that spanner and repair it. Do you do?
Absolutely not.
Man, it cannot be, right?
Mm.
People think that I am going to make the whole aircraft change in one day. No. I am going to change the whole aerospace industry in 1 month. No. Let me tell you myself as an example. I am that kid. I am that kid who used to think all these things. I'm not blaming someone else. But the hard-hitting reality is you have to go mingle with the flow. Right? If you have studied aerodynamics, right?
Yes.
Only the aircraft flies smooth if the flow is streamlined.
Yes.
If the flow is not streamlined,
Hmm.
the flutter will be happening.
Yes, absolutely.
The same flutter is happening in the lives of the people.
Mm-hmm.
People think that after bachelor's, they don't know where to go. Acha, Baba, I'm going to master's.
Mm-hmm. I was planning for it.
Right.
Yeah.
After masters, what are you going to study? I'm not blaming the masters. What are you going to study in the masters? You will be taking either avionics or masters in aerospace or aeronautics or whatever. Right. What you will study? You will study the expanded version of the bachelor's. Acha Baba, you have studied the expanded version of a bachelor's. Which company are going to choose? Which stream are going to choose? It is not like you study chef, you go to the kitchen directly. It is not like that. There is also kitchen here.
Yes.
Right. There is also kitchen here. It is not like that. You have to choose a field which gives you enthusiasm. Right. There are many streams. Like I can say, basically, people know. Like if I'm an aerospace engineer, I'll be a design engineer. I'll be a analysis engineer. I'll be a CFD engineer. I'll be a FEA engineer. Right.
Yes.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
there comes the maintenance, repair and overhaul department, right? Nobody knows this is there.
Yes,
Nobody
that's
knows
my
this is there.
question. So when it comes to MRO, what is it exactly? Like, what's the difference between MRO and maintenance? I mean,
Maintenance,
MRO and manufacturing.
okay. MRO and manufacturing. See, it is like example, I could say, same Ashok Leyland
Hmm.
service
Hmm.
after you sell.
Okay.
Regular service, you go to the Ashok Leyland manufacturer or service center.
Mm-hmm.
After you buy a car, you go to a service center for a regular checkup.
Okay.
That checkup company is you. This is what maintenance, repair and overhaul. And according to the National Aerospace Policy of 2022, what government has decided is to make this India as the global aerospace hub and the Asia's MRO hub in 2030. This is what government has planned and the policies has been made. And the doors has been opened for the private to enter into the industry to play various business games so that more investment comes in. If the investment comes in, the company opens. If the company opens directly, it requires more skill works and skilled people. Are we having the skilled people today?
No. I would say there are very few minimum.
Right.
Yes.
And what people think that, acha, I'm an aerospace engineer. Right. The Boeing has to come to my feet and give me a job. This is what people think.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Man, they are selling aircraft to the whole world. And you're not even the, what to say, their, you're not even fulfilling their requirement category. And you think that they have to come and hire me? How? You don't even know what are the streams available in aerospace industry in India, and you're thinking that Boeing has to come directly and hire you. Man, you should not directly go to Boeing if you are starting a career in aerospace. And you cannot, like you can and you cannot, right? You cannot directly. You can also. I'm not saying you cannot. I can say one of my, like many of my students are working in Boeing Chennai, and many of my students are working in Collins Bangalore, right? As a freshers, right? I'm not saying that you cannot, but you have to choose the stream. Which stream that Boeing is hiring? Which stream the what the Collins is hiring? You should know what are all the companies available in India so that they can hire you, right? You don't even know what all the streams are available, what all the companies are available in India. You think that they have to come and hire you, or they have to come to your college and give you a placement. It is not an IT job, man. It is not any job that can give you placements,
Mm-hmm.
right? It is completely different. You have to go to them. You have to check them. What are the skills that they require? Do I have the skill set for that streamline?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So basically, like, when what things, like, let's say I have learned various kind of softwares, like, in order to fulfill the requirements of different companies. So let's say if a company requires a skill from my side, which is enough to, like, let's say, I have learned something based on structural simulation, or it is called as finite element analysis, right? So it's about like where we deal about, let's say, if an aircraft is being repaired and there is a bird strike which actually caused an engine to, engine there to explode or something, like it's going to deform, right? So in order to, in order to like get into that role so that I am capable enough and also like I am well fit for it. So when it comes to softwares, how does it play a major role? Because when it comes to softwares, like what I have learned in my college is at a very basic level, right? If it's at the basic level, the company will directly reject me. There are like certain cases where I will have to take online course, or I should attend an online internship program or offline internship program based on the softwares, or even I must also try to get into different, like let's say 15 days or 30 days course providing programs in order to like learn more about it, right? So how can I funnel down my skills to get into a particular company when it comes to as I said, FEA
See, let me tell you. In terms of your syllabus,
Okay.
you studied in which syllabus? You studied in Bangalore University.
Bangalore MS Rama University.
MS Rama University.
I studied about aerospace engineering, right?
Okay. In terms of your syllabus, it might be maximum CATIA and ANSYS.
Yes, definitely.
And CATIA and ANSYS are not used by every companies in the world, right? CATIA is owned by Dassault from France, right?
Yeah.
You know Dassault Rafale, right?
Yes.
So recently, the Indian Air Force bought some 36 Rafales and things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they are the owners of CATIA, ANSYS, not ANSYS, right? I'm sorry. They are the owners of SolidWorks, 3ds, and Simulia. Many other softwares are there in terms of 3ds, right? This is one category. Another category is MATLAB. MATLAB is used for the mathematical calculations and the flow visualizations and the flight dynamic calculations and many things, right? And in terms of Python, Python is used. Basic Python is used, right? Then people use ANSYS Fluent. People use Siemens. Siemens has a different software for aerospace, that is NX, or people call it as NXCAD.
Okay.
Right. And there is a software called Mastron. There is a software called Patron. And there is a software called Creo. And these are all the softwares are used by the aerospace companies. If you go and ask to the people, those who say that I am an aerospace engineer, I know everything, they don't even know the software.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. I'm not blaming the students. I'm blaming the past people, like those who are created the blindfold aerospace engineers. See, they have the skills, they have the enthusiasms, and they don't know which step they have to take, the next step, like which step they have to take. And they think themselves that, Acha, I have studied aerospace engineering, I have to work in an airport.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, thanks for providing me these kind of insights, because thing is, I didn't knew these kind of software existed. Thank you, Subhash. And also, when you told about like when it comes to flight dynamics and calculations, a topic came in my mind. So that is called as drones. So you might have heard of it. So when it comes to drones, what are your perspectives, Subhash? Because like I see there are different kind of drones, and the thing is, we usually say that if it is drones, then what comes in our mind is my wedding functions, right? The drone will be having a camera and is going to click a photo or the pictures of the bride and the bridegroom. So this is the only thing which we focus on. So when it comes to drone, what is your perspective? How can it be like used for like different purpose, except than cinematography?
Man, let me tell you, there is a term called CAGR, right?
Okay.
Gross annual growth rate, I guess. Right. Drone has 44% of CAGR for the next 10 years.
Oh,
and this drone industry is going to strike like anything. Right. It is going to strike like anything. Right.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, let me take a report. There is a report. Wait, I'll open the report.
Oh.
Right, let me take the report. Okay. Take the report.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So the thing is, like, when it comes to drone, that's it. These are all the things I know. And also when it comes to universities, they just tell us how a drone works. That's it. When it comes to applications, they say for agriculture purpose, but majority they use it for like wedding purpose, right? So I was like quite confused. Like, in which sector drones usually come under? Like, is it based on aerospace or is it based on aeronautics?
It comes under aeronautics, right?
Yeah.
So the major applications of the drones in the next 5 to 6 years are industrial sites, infrastructure, right? Agriculture, healthcare, energy and utilities, right?
Okay.
So the burden of the drone industry is basically on increasing push from the government, right? Increasing interest from the startups and large corporates, right?
Yeah.
Rising research and developmental effort, right? It is basically everything. If you have seen 6 years or 7 years before, you could have said drones are only in the marriages,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But if you have seen in the COVID, drone used to find the culprits, those who are roaming around,
Yeah.
right? And in the past 5 years, I could say drones started to use in terms of agriculture. Man, it is sowing more than 1,000 acres per day in India. Right, it is already sowing seeds. It is sowing seeds. It is sowing the pesticides. It is sowing the necessary feeds that is required by the plants or the crops. Right. Let us say paddy, wheat, or kuch bhi.
Yes.
Right. And it is delivering. Drone is delivering already the organs.
Okay.
Right. So, like it is used for the agricultural mapping and imagery. National Highways has utilized drones to map the whole national highways for the past 7 years.
Oh, is it?
Right.
Mapping the national highway using
Yes.
drones. Nice, man.
They have used the drones for mapping the whole national highways from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh. They have mapped the whole national highways using the drones. Right. People are using, like, drone is very accurate in terms of providing you the data, right? Yeah. And in terms of sanitation and urban applications, in the past 2 to 3 years, what I have seen is corporations have started to use, like, Mahanagarapalika.
Yes.
Right, they have started to use the drones for the sanitation purposes, right? And I know one organization from Chennai, and they are very well good at disaster management.
Okay.
Wherever the disaster is happening in the South India or India, right? They go there. They find the people using the thermal cameras and rescue them, right?
Yeah.
And law enforcement, imagery and entertainment, industrial imagery. There is a term called asset management. Let us say there is a big industry is there.
Okay.
Let us say big industry which has a small problem there in the 100 feet or 1,000 feet.
Okay.
Can you go and check there what is happening there? You send the drone.
Yes, true. I don't want to risk it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So these are all the things can be used by the drone industry.
Okay, nice.
I can say it is around 4,919, nearly 5,000 USD million service market is going to be happening in India. Right.
Okay.
Which is nearly, I can say, with the CAGR of 44.4%.
Okay.
Are we ready for this?
Not yet.
Are we ready for this? No. Right. According to the report, I'm speaking. I'm not speaking without the data. Right. So that's it.
Yeah. Thanks, Subhash, for providing me these kind of insights. So basically, when I am still I'm still a graduate, and also I needed some sort of guidance from someone to make sure every doubt of mine is classified and then it is later solved. So anyways, now I got to know what I want to actually work on, and I'll go right away work on with it. Thanks, Subhash, for giving me opportunity to share myself and my thoughts in this podcast. And anyways, see you soon again.
Thank you, Nikhil. I am hoping for more podcasts and insights. Let me take some data. Let me speak some data about what is the industry and how we have to guideline the students for the next 5 to 10 years. Man, I am in a mission to bridge the aerospace and academy in India. Right. I personally feel I'm a culprit that I have the opportunity. I have started a startup that has connected all the students in India, especially aerospace students in India. Though we are connected with all the people, I personally feel like, Acha, you are a culprit. You are connected with all the students. You are connected with all the industries. What are you doing, man? You connect them both. What the industry needs, Get from them what the student needs. Get from them, put them in a plate, give it to them. Like you make a funnel, you make a tunnel, and make them to walk through it. Though I have did without planning this, I have did it for past 2 to 3 years in an unorganized manner, and I am trying to organize this. Even I have done it without speaking this podcast. I never wanted to be a podcast person. Like I can say I have some shy issues, right? People started to speak, Macha, you have to go for podcast thing. Okay, I have decided, okay, let me go for a podcast, right? Let me speak uh, the monkey bath of aerospace, right? So that's why I have decided, set it up a table, and I have invited to have a talk. So I hope this gives you some insights about what is aerospace and what is aerospace industries in India. And don't worry, I am writing more articles in order to speak. I hope I will be returning soon for every week. Thank you.